played in 3 years. From 38, the snap gets away. Oh, boy, this is a whole mess. Old Dominion's going to pick it up. It's going to be a scoop and score. Touchdown, Monarchs. 2 timeouts for the Monarchs. Wolf off his back foot. Up for grabs. It is caught. Down to the 1-yard line. Lee Jennings. 2nd down inside the 1. Again, it is Watson. This time he is in for sure. Light up the fireworks. Old Dominion is in the lead. For real this time.
You cannot let anybody get behind you.
Wells way down the field. It is into coverage. It is intercepted. It is over. Lamarian James has sealed the victory for Old Dominion.
Down the wall.
Van Dyke trying to put a little touch on it. One-handed grab attempt inside the 10.
Today.
Now inside the red zone, brought to you by CPI Security. Van Dyke has the time. Back to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Van Dyke with the TD pass to Frank Ladson Jr., and it's a 5-yard touchdown toss.
For the season, can't afford to have him there.
Van Dyke laser to the end zone. One-handed grab back of the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Colby Young. The decision. They do need to snap it one more time. They do it. Van Dyke made that run on 3rd down, and that sealed it for Mario Cristobal and the Canes. Don't forget next week, 12:30. These Miami Hurricanes to host the Duke Blue Devils.
Taking a shot, has a receiver. We have a touchdown for NC State. Thayer Thomas. Here he goes, taking a shot, has the youngster, Terrell Timmons. For the Wolf, watch the tight end on a jump pass here. There he is. There he is, wide open. Oh, do we have a football game at Carter Finley? Slip screen, Thayer, Thomas, end zone. Wolfpack take the lead, however, flag on the play. They're going to keep it on the ground with Houston. Houston makes a cut. Houston gets a 1st down. Connor again.
Here. Thanks to that incredible catch by Carter up the middle. Dancing, 1st down and more. Dante Smith fought off the defender and took it to the end zone for Georgia Tech. Smith would not be denied.
Same form and passion on that carry.
Byron. That is caught at the 30. Down the sideline, McCollum. He goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Got a safety walked out over him, making sure he can't hurt you.
Wells, time to shoot it up the field. It's intercepted. It was deflected and intercepted. Lofton was the receiver. Clayton Powell-Lee, the interception. Georgia Tech, and another turnover produced by the Jackets.
Trailing by 5 points with 3.5 left.
4th trip to the red zone for Georgia Tech. Byron up the middle, looking for the goal line, and he's in for the Jackets touchdown. Zach Byron on the run to the end zone from 9 yards out. Wells lost the football. Georgia Tech trying to cover, and the Jackets have it. Clayton Powell-Lee, and the 4th turnover of the game for Virginia Tech. Jackets football.
For an injured player.
7:26, the snap, and that should be enough for Georgia Tech. Oh, the Yellow Jackets, what a comeback.
Here's Mockabee again, left side, breaks the tackle. Mockabee inside the 5, touchdown, Purdue.
Here's Wells, looking left, and throws a pick. Sheffield in motion. Tracy gets the carry. Tracy, big hole. Tracy, touchdown, Purdue. He's got it now. Tracy up the middle. Tracy spins. He's still on his feet. Tracy inside the 20 and brought down at the 13-yard line. Design run for Card. Touchdown, Purdue. Our 27-minute weather delay we had. He said, we worked too hard. We came here to play. We were going to play, and they did it. And they've come to Blacksburg and gotten a win. And Waters gets a dunk in his first win as head coach.
Empty backfield, 2nd down and 10. Fancher wants to go long. Man-to-man coverage brought in by Ethan Payne. Certainly an item to watch this afternoon with those injuries and Nasir Peoples. No problem here for Marshall. That's an extra point away from tying things up in Huntington. That's Coombs in motion. Keep an eye on 7. Inside handoff, Ali. Off and running. And the Thundering Herd with their first lead of the for over 160 yards. Payne will get a touch here. Payne explodes. Payne inside the 5. Brought down near the 1. They'll offset it to Ali towards the goal line. Did he get there? Yes, he did. The Herd will rush 4. Drones across the middle and incomplete. Moden again broke it up.
Now an empty backfield and Armstrong will roll. He'll throw it. Has Concepcion. Does he get in? Touchdown.
Well, there you go. I heard someone say, look, being a game manager is looked at poorly at times, but when you can manage a game, it's actually a huge compliment.
The 3rd down today, though, and see if they can do it here. Armstrong does it. Keeps it himself and increases the Wolfpack lead. Pack do have that 1 timeout still on the board. Armstrong to throw, has Concepcion open, avoids a defender and scores. He's going to run it, and he's going to score.
Everything can be on Concepcion or little screens away from these running backs.
Now pressure on the edge. Armstrong eludes it. Right up the middle. 1st down and a lot more. 30. Splits the defenders down to the 16. 43-yard jaunt. Concepcion. He's going to throw it. As a receiver, wide open. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Trent Penix. One more time. Here it is. Armstrong is going to run around as much as he can. And that's going to do it.
Davis 3rd and 9. Pavia with a shotgun look. Heaves it toward the end zone. Skinner. Oh, he was there for the touchdown. Black and white is not intimidated by anything. Case in point. There's another touchdown. Alexander. The legs were churning. Backwards into the end zone. Diego Pavia upset Auburn on the road last year at New Mexico State, trying to pull off the upset this year at Vanderbilt to the front pylon and another touchdown. Another pistol look. Pavia, the keeper, to the edge, cuts it back for the touchdown. Down. Pocket is there for Schlee. He'll buy some time. Heave it to the end zone at the back, and it's incomplete. And the ball game is over. Vanderbilt with the upset in week 1.
Again, Kaliakmanis. Nope, it's an out guy. And he scores. Give it to Brown. He powers his way into the end zone. Drones to throw. Pressure. Gets sacked.
Safety.
That's going to be a safety. And it is. This time Strong is wide open. Down the sideline. Finally brought down at the 16. 3:44. And Brown cuts it inside and scores again. Downs, missed field goal, punt. Kaliakmanis trying to change all that. Gets it to Strong. Has blockers in front of him and a lot of room. To midfield. To the 40. To the 20. Finally tracked down inside the 15 by Jaden Keller. Snap is good, as is the hold, and the kick is good. Drones. Ball batted up in the air and intercepted. Longer beam squeezes it, and that might just about do it.
Ward to the end zone. Caught by George. Touchdown Miami. Often. Ollie Jennings back in there for Virginia Tech. Didn't play last week. That one is off the hands of Green and picked off by Miami. But by an average of 52 to 10. Play action set up perfectly. Arroyo glides in. Touchdown Miami. Cam Ward sold it. Ward steps up, tucks, runs, touchdown Miami. Blitz off the edge. Ward steps up, room to run, inside the 10, and bumped from behind at about the 6-yard line. Second and goal. Ward back of the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. College football's Methuselah, the 9th-year senior. Ward to a wide-open Horton, and Miami takes the lead. Comes down to this. Drones lets it fly. They're sorting through the carnage.
I think they're ruling that
fans know it.
I think they're ruling that Jalen Lane came down with this. And remember, the ruling on the field is a touchdown catch.
The crowd erupted. It looked like Miami had it. This might be the look.
The game is not over. Teams back to the benches. After further review, the ruling on the field is reversed. It's an incomplete pass. The game is over.
Keontae Jenkins right there, but Syracuse comes down with the catch.
Oh, he broke a tackle. And off to the races. Down the sideline, and is it a touchdown?
Wow, what an effort.
And it is a touchdown.
Kind of carries for him, it just touches.
In the hands of Pena. And still on his feet. Inside the 15, inside the 10, and inside. No doubt about it this time. Ball is up and in. The ball is loose. Slant. You just called for that. Is it Ross Simmons again? It is. And up and over the top. It is a touchdown. 10. McCord gives it to Allen. And he is spinning his way for the touchdown. Syracuse with a lead in overtime. Schlee tiptoeing towards the corner. Cuts it back to the inside. And the ball comes loose. It did it. Syracuse has won the game.
Star Thomas, he's with Murphy on first down. Off the 15, Murphy going to take the deep shot. That is Pancol in stride. Eli Pancol will score easily. Third down for Duke. Murphy throws it far side. Pancol the catch. Eli Pancol again. It's a foot race to the house. And he scores. Murphy and the Blue Devils. Going to take the shot. Wide open is Pancol again. Or no, Jordan Moore it is. Moore coming back inside the 10. He'll be slung out of bounds at the 7. It's first and goal.
An easy strike when they fall down on you.
Here's Murphy to the end zone and backing into the end zone. Third touchdown of the night for Eli Pancol. Now in the gun, first and goal. Thomas the carry, touchdown for Duke. For the Hokies, perhaps, with 5 seconds to play. Watson looking left. Now going to come back to his right. Ball game is over, and Watson ends up looping it back to a big lineman, Bob Schick. And then the ball not knocked loose and out of bounds, and this is over.
Running here on 3rd down and a yard. They are with Claiborne, and he's got the first down, and he has a touchdown. They've got a couple of touchdowns in there today, and there's a touchdown throw, make it 3 in a row. Eddie Falai, and how about that change of events? 3rd down. Out of the backfield, leaping a defender, and getting enough, it appears, for a first down. What an effort by Ty Clark III.